occurred to me this video is probably going to be out of order. It is what it is because now we're going to like hop into part two. I might even make a part two. We might be in part two. Oh my gosh, it's past me making part two that present me is presenting to you all. Anywho, we're here. That's the point. That's the main goal. And now I just realized I'm telling you guys how to make money from your phone today. But the point of the video is how to make money from apps. So if you are not the most tech savvy, if you just know how to use your phone to download apps, play games, or if you know somebody who's not the most tech savvy but they still need to work and you are willing to manage their phone, I'm about to present to you four really, really simple things that you can set up on someone else's phone to help them get work, or on your own phone if you need. Just realize this is going to be five different apps that you can do. Oh my gosh, I probably should have just changed my shirt. I was trying to look professional for you guys, but this shirt is just not what is life, okay? It's not. What is up with this cat? Are you in or are you out, guy? Anyway, the very first job app that I would recommend to anybody under the sound of my voice is Winolo. If you are not sure if Winolo is in your area, still download the app and just find out because the thing is, if there's not a job on Winolo in your area, you can walk into these companies and get them signed up for Winolo and you make a little bit of money. I'll go back to that in a second. The point of Winolo is that you download a really great app. It's absolutely free to download. You complete a background check, and your background check is returned to you within an hour or so. If all the steps are done correctly. One thing I will say, take a picture of the front and back of your ID. It really doesn't say that, but if you don't take a picture of the front and back of your ID, they won't approve you. You'll just be stuck in onboarding until you send them a picture of the front and back. They should really tell people that. So I'm telling you. Anyway, Winolo, and I should tell you, Winolo, work now locally. WONOLO, Winolo. So, if I didn't put it right here, Winolo, work now locally. That's what it stands for. You open the Winolo app and you pick your job. It is literally that simple. Now, these aren't simple jobs. I mean, to me they are, but I'm not afraid of a little work. Personally, like there's one that I go to occasionally where for 8 hours I'm putting cards into Amazon boxes. I mean, it's not the most glamorous job. I'm not wearing this, but for $100, okay. Okay. I mean, I will put some cards in Amazon boxes for some quick cash on my days off, and I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not out here selling drugs. I'm out here in somebody's warehouse or packing plant. The same. There's one where I go to a mayonnaise plant. Girl, I'm a machine operator. I'm a whole machine operator. So you best believe if I come across another job where I need to be a machine operator, I have the experience. It's just the jobs are so random, so random. There's a job here in Nashville where you make $150 a day to drive the cars from from a Nissan plant or from a whatever plant that they just got built in. You drive them across the street to a parking lot, and then you do the inspection where you make sure the windshield wipers, lights, horn, all that good stuff works. $150 for that. So Winolo, if you're in other cities, I've seen Winolo jobs that are in offices, where you're doing office work for a day. If you are in other cities, I've seen Winolo jobs. Like in New York, they had, what they have? In New York, they had, it was like $120 a day, but you could work every day for 2 weeks, and you were resetting a store. And reset, if anybody asks, is when you take all the stuff down from the shelves and you just rearrange the store. So they give you like a little chart of how they want the store to look. You take everything off the shelves and you move it where it's supposed to go. That's why, you walk into your Walmart or your Kroger sometimes and you're like, what happened? Where did everything go? Someone got paid quite a bit of money overnight to come in and reset the store. And that person could be you. So definitely, definitely check out Winolo. I cannot stress this enough. I'm probably, like I said, going to put this in a part two of the app jobs I was talking about before because Winolo needs its own video. All right, I got my shirt situation under control a little bit. Obo is still back there. That's the cat. So you're going to see him wandering around, probably opening the door because he can't decide if he wants to be in or out today. But I have wonderful information I need to get out to you. So I am going to finish and we're going to keep talking about jobs that you can start almost right away. So Winolo, like I said, 1 hour for your approval, for your background checks, and the front and back of your ID. You're working literally, if not that evening, the next day. The next app is called Variable. Veryable. Variable. Because it is very workable. And with Variable, it's a really great app. It's a lot like Winolo. Some of the jobs on Winolo, you might work 8 hours for $80. That's $10 an hour. That's a bit on the low end, and in Variable, all of the jobs are going to start around $13 an hour. You're not going to see jobs for, like, 9, 10, $8 an hour. It's all going to be $13 to $18 an hour jobs, but the problem is, unlike Winolo, where you're working a full day shift, on Variable, a lot of times you are working very short shifts. So even though the job is $18 an hour, you may only work literally 1 hour. Now, for some of the places they want me to drive, it's definitely not going to be worth it for 1 hour of work. And then sometimes for that 1 hour, they will work you to smithereens. So you might even see $40 an hour, but always read what you're doing. Same with Winolo, read what you're doing because for that little bit of money, definitely you don't want to work like crazy. Another really great thing about Winolo is as long as you show up, you're going to get paid at least 20% of your money. If you work at least 3 hours into the shift, it really doesn't even have to be half. But if you work most of the shift, you're going to get 50 to 80% of your money. If you work and have to leave at the end, you're probably going to get paid the full 100% of your money. Let me give you an example of that. We're working, supposed to get $100. They do take out like a safety fee with Winolo too. So you're working, you're supposed to get $100 with the safety fee. You're going to make 95. If you only make 80% of that, now you're only coming home with like 77. So that's how it can break down versus Variable. If you don't show up, you don't get paid. Just that simple. And with Variable, it only takes about a day for your background check. So you put up all of your information, and within like a day, you're approved. You get an email notification on your phone from the app that you're ready to start accepting jobs, and you're good to go with accepting jobs. I will also say some jobs can deny you. So on Winolo, you pretty much don't have a problem with the job saying, hey, we don't want this person, for whatever reason. Variable, since it's such a short opportunity, they can actively say, hey, this is a girl working. Not that we don't necessarily want women, but this job is going to require someone a little burlier, so they can actively say that you're not the person they want. Now, if you want to start working pretty much right away, there is a service called Jobble. Jobble is a lot like Winolo and Variable. That's why it's made number 3 on this list. So with Jobble, you have to, sign up. You put your information in, and it took a while actually for this one. I'm not going to lie. It took longer than expected to hear back. Not necessarily hear back, but you sign up for the app, you complete the background check, and where Variable and Winolo take, barely a day, Jobble took maybe 3, 4, 5 days to respond or to approve my background check. And granted, I don't have the cleanest background check. Let me say that. as inspiration to some people, I don't have a clean record. I don't. I'm not going to get into that, but I have smudges and I have things that I have to explain half the time when I am applying for these places. But I put my big girl panties on and I say what I have to say because I can be embarrassed to have these adult conversations and admit what I've done, or I can be broke. I choose to speak up and just do what I have to do, because if they still say no, it is what it is. I know the quality that I know the quality of service that I bring to companies, that I bring to any opportunity that I touch. And so if I get denied for an opportunity, that's their loss. I know that I'm going to be just as great for the next person who does allow me to be part of their opportunity. So Jobble took a very long time. I was a little worried that I wouldn't get approved because of my background, but they did come through. One day I just happened to log into the app because I was checking. I haven't heard from you. Well, what should I do? So I went into Jobble, and apparently my background had been approved. And Jobble is a lot of events. So a lot of brand ambassading, brand ambassador work, a lot. There was a job where I would have made like $30 an hour, but it was only for 3 hours to be the pumpkin, like Pumpkin Paul or something, at a pumpkin patch here in Nashville. So it's a lot of brand ambassading jobs. There was a really cool one. They wanted me to be a brand ambassador at a fashion show here in Nashville. So that was really cool. Hair and makeup, wearing nice clothes, and pretty much they just wanted you to be like one of the, I'm a pretty girl who goes to the pretty things, and so they just wanted you to like put on a show and like basically pump up the event, like basically just be a pretty person there. And it was for men and women. They just wanted young, millennial, beautiful people there. And you didn't have to be beautiful. They did all the hair and makeup. It was really great, really great. So you pretty much go to the events in your city and you get to meet a lot of really cool people. The hours are all over the place. So, it's actually a lot on the weekends. And I have another commitment on the weekend, so I can't do that all the time. But it's a lot of stuff on the weekends, a lot of stuff in the evenings. So they do have a lot day gigs every now and again. But it's a lot of, I won't say odd jobs. It's a lot of event working. That's Jobble is a lot of event working. And then don't be turned off when you open the app, because it's going to link you to like Uber and Lyft and tell you, hey, do these jobs. And you're like, I know I can do Uber. I know I can Lyft. You don't need to tell me that, Captain Obvious. So scroll past that and you will see the real jobs. They also have a lot of tech jobs, software engineering jobs. Yes, if you know how to code and do computer work. Yes, a lot of software engineering work. Could that be for you? Like a lot. And I'm just not. I don't understand coding. I'm trying to. I really am. If you want to get into coding, I really recommend an app called Grasshopper. It's basically coding for dummies. I use it. I play it because I like to play games on my phone. And I've learned actually a little bit. I've learned a lot of a little bit. So I can have a very simple conversation with someone who does coding or website designing based on the Grasshopper app. Also, Career Karma. It's another service that you can use. It's completely free, and they link you to other free schools that will teach you how to code for free. So, Career Karma, Grasshopper, Jobble. Jobble has a lot of engineering jobs and software engineering and website building jobs. Check that out. All right, so there's another service. It's called Shift Gig. Shift Gig is wonderful. Okay, Shift Gig is wonderful for who it works for. I get anytime I have this conversation, someone says, "Have you heard about Shift Gig?" And yes, I have heard about Shift Gig. Shift Gig is just like Winolo, actually, just like Winolo. So I don't know why I didn't put it up higher on the list. It's my personal preference because I've never worked with people's food. I've never worked in food service. But if you have, Shift Gig is the place for you. Shift Gig is restaurant work. So you'll be washing dishes, you'll be hosting, you'll be a server, you'll be a cook for the evening. You will be, anything that involves working in food service. and you make really great money. The cooks I've heard can make $19 for a shift that they $19 an hour for the shift that they pick up. So that's an 8-hour shift, $19 an hour. Whoa, right? Um, just for working. And a lot of times they'll ask you to stay over. They'll get their favorites. They'll hire you on. I've heard from Shift Gig. I signed up for Shift Gig. It really didn't take long for my background to come back. But after you sign up for Shift Gig, you do have to find an office in your area. You go into that office just for a very simple meet and greet. Honestly, if you've made it to going into the office, you already got the job. It's just to make sure you are who you say you are in the pictures. So Shift Gig, if you've ever worked in food service, I have one coworker. She does it. She swears by it. I put her on. But she's really good at food service. She did food service before customer service, and she apparently, I guess there's a system to it. So for her being able to pick up a shift and work at a Ruby Tuesdays for an afternoon is a guaranteed $200 for her. I'm like, I just leave. I would only leave with free fries, and I probably pay for them. So I don't know. I don't know how to work in food service. But if you do, Shift Gig is the way for you. You're gonna make some really great money, and it does not take any time at all for your background to come back. It comes back in like a day or so, and then you schedule the appointment with someone in office. I saw an office in every city. The and I was like kind of disappointed because in Nashville there was only one, and to go to that one was going to be like a 30-45 minute drive. So I was like, oh, it's such a bummer. But definitely it was worth. Well, it wasn't worth it for me because I don't work with people's food. So. And then for the like chef job, you do also have to show proof that you've worked around food before. And if you are part of Shift Gig does have like other services that they do besides food, but you have to download a second app, and it's called Booked Out. It's for brand ambassading specifically. And it's a lot like Jobble, where you are basically being the face for someone else's company, someone else's brand. So you have to put your picture up, and you want to put up a lot of pictures, not like 100 pictures or so, but you want to put up like 10 to 15 pictures, and they want to see different settings. So they want to see you playing sports. They want to see you um, outside. They want to see you indoors. They want to see selfies. It's basically putting up a profile of you. It's like a mini modeling job almost, but it's for brand ambassading. And they just like they pick you up. It's called Booked Out. So if you download Shift Gig, you can also download Booked Out, and they will basically book you for gigs around your area to pretty much be pretty and exist and be a wonderful face and representation of someone else's brand. So like I said, you don't always have to, have on makeup or anything like that. Really just existing and having a great attitude can get you in the door of being a brand ambassador. You can be a brand ambassador for anybody too. Like if you walk into your local wings place, I love this place called Benito's next to my job. And so I'm a brand ambassador for Benito's Pizzeria and Wings. And anytime anybody talks to me about what they want to eat, if we are in the area, oh my God, have you heard of Benito's? They have these hot lemon pepper wings. Their pizzas are amazing. I swear by their calzones, and they are aware of that. So every time I go, I get a little, because every time somebody stops in, they say Shireen sent them. So you can become a brand ambassador. You don't have to ask for discounts, ask for cold hard cash. So, and then make promises that you will keep. Let them know, hey, I will increase your marketing. I will increase your revenue. I will send 20% more people into your door for $100 a month, and send those 20%. You should be out there with their flyers. Whenever somebody tells you that they're hungry, you need to eat at this place, and they should know that, and they should know to say Shireen sent them for, a free drink or a free cookie or something. And then same online, all of your followers, oh my God, I love eating at this place. Next time you go, tell them about this promotion and you're going to get a free cookie. Or don't even say that. Just let your followers know that they need to go into this place, and you get paid for having people, frequent a business because you just exist, and people are going to trust you to send them someplace. So monetize off that trust. Don't take money from your friends. Don't start no loom business or pyramid scheme, but give them, valid advice and good advice on what to do, where to shop, and you can get paid for that. Oh my gosh, we're at the end of this video. Wow, I didn't even know that they could like be this long. Wow, I've been talking forever. I can't wait to get some water, but there's one more. And even if my voice goes out, I will scream this one from the mountaintops because this is one of these most lucrative options that you have to get a job right from your phone now. Well, we'll take like a week, but now-ish. And it's pretty much guaranteed. It is called Upshift. Upshift is a lot like Shift Gig. It's like Shift Gig meets Winolo. Upshift. 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 So with Upshift, it is completely free to sign up. It is an app a lot like Shift Gig. You do have to sign up in person, but by the time you by the time they reach out to you to sign up in person, you have already gotten the job. Congratulations. So you go and you download the Upshift app, or you can go to upshift.com, find your local office. You download Upshift and you fill out your information. They're going to do a background check. Very simple. You hear back from Upshift usually in about a day or two. It took me about 3 or 4 days, but my boyfriend and his brother did it. It only took them a day or two. So like I said, I don't have the cleanest background. That probably is what took so long, but do not be discouraged. It'll take 1,000 no's before you get to one yes, and I love that yes. It's so sweet. So I don't really care about the no's. Like I said, they're lost. When it comes to Upshift, you simply go into the office. They're going to have you watch a PowerPoint. You go through the little PowerPoint, you sign up for the app, they give you like a special access code, and Upshift is in pretty much every city in America. I was hard pressed to find a city that it was not in. Well, at least a major city. So Nashville, Cincinnati, New Orleans, Milwaukee, all up and down California, Atlanta, New York, Brooklyn, everywhere is going to have Upshift options. You heard? So with Upshift, it is not just a one-day job that you pick up like with Winolo and Shift Gig. Upshift, yes, you can work for just one day. So yes, you can pick up a really lucrative one-day job where you're making $100 just to go clean a hotel, to walk around and clean a hotel, where you can make $80 to clean up after a sports game. Don't do that. It's not worth it. But you could. But don't. Don't do that. So you can make some pretty good money doing just one-day jobs, but the beauty of Upshift is that you can get a job. A whole job. You can get a job on Upshift. I'm telling you. Yes, they have the options where you will work, an 8-hour shift for $100, but Lord, they have shifts where you will work 2 full weeks. Yes, they have jobs where you will work 2 full weeks, making a full $1,200, and this is independent contracting, so they don't take your money. You keep all of your money. Yes, you pay taxes back at the end of the year, but that's only if you make enough money to get a W-2 from them. So if you are without work, if you're between jobs, if you are at a job and you're just like, I cannot take this another day, but I need something to make sure that I'm not without any money, Upshift. Sign up for Upshift. It will have you working for 2 full weeks at times. 1 week, 4 days, 3 days, 6 days, a month. And then the thing about Upshift is that the companies on Upshift are asking for employees. So yes, they need the temp work from you, but they are hoping that at the end of your temp work, you're hired. And the crazy part is once they've signed up for those 2 weeks, you're there. If they're like, we don't want to keep you, you're not a good fit, or if you know you're not a good fit, show up for 2 weeks and make that money. Okay? It's not going to hurt anybody for you not to be perfect at something for 2 weeks while you're getting paid. Who cares? Who cares? I promise you, if you're at a job and you're like, man, I'm not doing good, what am I gonna do? You just see me in the background going, you get that money, do it, just do it. Ah! Make that money. Like, I will be so proud of you. It really doesn't matter, because you're not selling yourself, you're not selling drugs, you're doing what you got to do. So make that money. Go to Upshift. Because with Upshift, like they are looking to hire, so that temp job will get you in the door. If you don't like it, you don't have to stay. You will get paid for the days that you worked. If you have any type of a problem with the people that you're working with, you can tell Upshift and they will understand. They will completely understand, and they will put somebody else in your position. They will, put it back up on the app and pay you for the days that you did work. So Upshift. Definitely. And that actually brings me back to where we were going to talk about Winolo, and how if Winolo is not in your city, how you can still make money, because these people do need the temp work. So if you already work for a temp agency, or you work at a place that's getting a lot of temp workers, one thing I strongly recommend is downloading Winolo again. I've said it all throughout this video because it is something that I am very passionate about. It's something that has made me literally over $800 in the last few weeks. And that's outside of my full-time job. So Winolo, if it's not in your city, what you want to do is find what's called requesters. So in Winolo, you're the Winoloer, and then you have requesters, the people who hire Winoloers. If you are in a city that does not have Winolo, even if it does have Winolo, and you are at a job or you know a place that needs temp workers, but does not want to keep going through temp agencies and may want day laborers without, standing outside of Home Depot, sign them up for Winolo. By you sending a requester's information to Winolo straight from the app, so right on the home, so you're in the app, you hit the three lines in the top left, you go down to their promotions page, and in the promotions page, it shows you how to sign up a requester. By you signing up a requester, you get $500. So by spreading this information to somebody else, you get $500, period. So yes, Upshift needs workers like you. And if you are a worker like yourself who does temp jobs and you know about them, but you don't have the opportunity for Winolo day jobs, that actually loops us back to the point, to another statement that was made earlier, rather, of how you can make quick money off of Winolo, even if it's not in your city, by signing up jobs for Winolo and then in turn working those jobs. So money, 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 money from all over the place, money from the top, the bottom, if you wait a week, if you wait a day, if you wait an hour. There are so many opportunities out here to get jobs and to put money back in your pocket. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about the pay dates. Winolo, you get paid in 3 to 5 business days. Same with variable. Same with shift gig. Jobble, you get paid about the same time. Usually just a few business days. What was it? Upshift. Upshift, you get paid every Friday. So Upshift is the only one with standard hours. And it's a week behind. So say you work this week, you don't get paid the next Friday, you get paid the Friday after that. But that is for your benefit because you have time to dispute anything. If you worked and it's not on your Upshift, take that week to dispute anything. Make sure you get all your dollars. Don't be scared to speak up. If you work something, get paid for it. Period. Boop. It's supposed to be 4 jobs, but those were 5 jobs that you can do, that you can find directly from your phone and start working, if not today, in the next week. Oh, and then I have to add one more. Oh no. Oh my gosh, I thought I was done, but I wasn't. I have one more, so I guess it's going to be 5 plus a bonus. Because there is another job that you can start pretty much right away. And you really don't need any experience. It's security guard. Being a security guard. Look up security firms in your area. One security firm that I hear pretty much far and wide in almost every state is called Allied Security. So find Allied Security in your area and you can start working right away. I am here in Nashville, Tennessee. I work with a company called Solarian, and they have an app called When I Work. You can download When I Work, but you do need a company code to register with that company. Also, there is an app. I guess this is still part of the bonus. It's called My Shift, MyShyft. My Shift. It's a lot like When I Work, where you download the app. But what I like about My Shift is that it actually shows you the jobs in your area that work with My Shift. So if you're not sure if a company in your area, usually a warehouse or something that hires temp workers, if you're not sure if they use like an app job, My Shift is really, really good because you just download My Shift and based on the map or typing in your zip code, it'll show you what companies in your area do hire temp workers. And then, so there was the gap out here where I live. And so just by knowing that they do work through apps, I was able to, give them a call, let them know that I'm interested and apply that way. So definitely that is the bonus information if you've made it this far to check out My Shift and security jobs in your area. You don't need any background to be a security guard. You're usually making about $13 to $18 an hour. I've been get hired in a week. I work for two different security companies. The other one, it just takes no time at all, at all. And then with these security companies, if you bring more companies to them, so more people who need security, say you have a friend who has a bar, and that friend needs services. You take your services to the security company and you say, hey, I got somebody who needs your services. You get a piece of that contract, normally somewhere between 15 and 20%. So just think about it. If that contract between your friend and the security company is $2,000 and you're making, 20%, you just made $400 just from getting your friend security for their company that they need and probably have a budget for anyway. So work security. Look how far we have come. By this point, you know how to make that money. You absolutely do. You have options for apps. You have options for jobs. You have options for really slow work. You have options that'll get you out of the house. You have options where you just play and make money. You have options for surveys. You have all types of options to make money. So do it. And the one thing that I ask for you in return is to like this channel, subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave your comments below if you have any follow-up questions. Don't be scared to private message me. I'm a real person. I'll answer. So anything that you want to know, any topics for videos that you want to see going forward, anything you want to know about, how I got on this ride, how I started making money, from apps and from my phone, because I'm going to make another video about working from home. Please watch my last video about working from your phone. And there will be more videos about making money via drop shipping, making money via Forex, making money via, services that you do for your friend, making unintentional money, making money while you're not even moving the couch, making residual money. It's all about making money and in any way possible. And of course, empowering ourselves, because that's the only way that we can do it. I'm not going to be out here making money without the videos that I watched on YouTube. And so I can't wait to watch yours. And, oh, that's another way to make money, making YouTube videos. And so here we are. Again, my name is C.Prettyg, because C, I'm Pretty G. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos and more tips about how to make money. And then just maybe some live conversation. Thanks. Bye.